Hey guys, today we're going to go over one of the many issues that bot laners experience on a daily basis. A fed top laner. Now on the enemy team we have a Viper. This guy is one of the best Rivens in the world. Definitely one of the best solo queue players in North America. He's the king of stomping noobs. So today we're going to figure out how to deal with him. So right from champ select, we need to think about our 2v2s, our 3v3s, how we want to play things. So we're playing Alistar, Jinx versus Jinhui. This is a scaling lane with a champion that doesn't do anything level 1, which is Alistar, versus two heavy poke champions. We have the Kayn, though, and they have the Ivern. In our 3v3, I can engage on anybody. They have nobody to tank, while they are just trying to poke us out and hopefully get a dive angle. So as I'm looking at what to do, I see that their top and jungle show. So naturally, I want to go into their jungle. And then their Hui also seems to walk up for no reason. Now my Jinx is going to spot this guy, and instinctively I want to trade my conditions with him. If this guy has no flash, he cannot always be on my tower without feeling pressured by jungle. And with him burning his flash, we've already alleviated some pressure in our lane. Now we have to accept the reality. I'm playing Alistar. There is absolutely nothing to do. We can't do anything. The guy has to like hit my tower in front of my face without checking the bush, and then maybe we can get a kill. Other than that, I need to at least get level 3 before I look for anything. So for basic laning, these bushes are pretty important. It gives your AD space when you're in the bush, because you know if the support's in the bush, the enemy support can't be in that bush. Now as he says, it seems a lot of people forget this fact, and then it doesn't allow their AD to breathe. I'm getting poked out by Hui, but it's just part of the matchup. Ideally, I want to keep the bush, but I want to also stand by minions. So if the Hui decides to poke, he can push the wave in faster. Ideally, Jin and Hui always try to take HP, and every time they're not hitting us and they're hitting the wave, it is good for our game. Because you would expect, Jin is just an early game champion. He's a utility champion, while Jinx is a hyper carry, needs gold, needs XP, yada yada. And right now, our lane is really chill. We're on second wave, and I'm at a 90 HP deficit. So it's not much to do. And as long as these guys are not forcing the issue on us, I do not need to force the issue on them. You can see Hui's just chunking me for 100 HP per every 8 seconds or so. Another time we have to kind of be variable is the 330 mark when crab spawns. You have to see if there's any interaction, but right now we're getting pushed under bot and we're against double range. We should never be expected to move for this crab. And I kind of just troll, lose all my HP. But I guess mind control is their Ivern to stay onto bot side. My Kayn's able to go through mid, which it's like an okay trade. I lose pots, but I could have done without losing all my HP there, to be honest. Boom, little Hex Flash action here. But there's really not much to do. You're just scaling. You're looking for your opportunity. You're just seeing when your jungler can come back into bot. And keep in mind, Hui does not have flash, so anytime this guy comes bot, it's not necessarily the easiest for us, but if anything, it's just preventing this Hui from playing like a maniac on me. And it seems like for the most of this laning phase, he's already respected the fact that he has no flash. Now another important timer is this 5-minute mark. At this point, I do not mind basing because I already have a base. I can get ruby crystals, I can get boots. And so on the next time the wave comes in, I will just look to trade all my conditions because I want to base anyways. So here I'll stay with my Jinx. And then when they inevitably try to poke, I'll trade my HP. Now look at how much mana they use. Jin uses all spells, Hui uses half their spells. My Jinx is still 90% HP, farming under tower, while I'm going to get my base off. And notice I was going to base anyways. So for me to get this trade, it's pretty huge. Now it's a cannon wave. They should have already recalled on the wave that I have sent my HP bar for. And because of this, they are about to get punished. And here we go. It's the 6-minute mark. They still haven't based. I have my flash up now. Flash over the wave here. And then Hui burns flash again. Jin holds sums, and it's just an easy kill. And here we go. Now we're going to start the snowball. And as we can see top lane, their top is also starting the snowball as well. So he's going to try to find his own way to carry this game, but bot lane's a little bit more OP. Because you have two people that are ahead. And the enemy team has two people that are far behind, so realistically, if your mid jungle is playing even skill to their mid jungle, you will always come out on top. After this kill, I just want to secure vision for my jungler, get deep vision in their jungle, and make sure my jungle can get Drake. Their bot lane couldn't be here, and I don't believe Ivern and Akali have enough CC to kill Fizz or Alistar, so I definitely go in, see what I can get, and make sure they don't check Drake for free. Now, even though we get the Drake, our exit plan is kind of botched. But hey, we take the 1-for-1. Usually in competitive, this would never be a good trade. Doing a Drake after a kill like that and then trying to get out and whatnot. But this is solo queue. If you can get a Drake for a kill, you always take it, without a doubt. Now for the mid play, we just want to make sure my Veigar can get this wave out. And even though I've been on the map for way too long, 700 gold base this early on support is pretty unheard of. And here, gotta make sure my jungler's okay. This is like really just a support role, making sure there's no fires that are just too big. But you also want to consider, how are you going to win this game? And we have to play towards their jinx. So even though I want to go top and shut down the Riven, it just does not make sense to set my AD carry that far behind to try to stop their top laner, especially when I know there's no summoners bot lane. So off this base, as long as my AD can farm, I don't really need to go bot, but there will come to a point that will pressure my AD if I'm not there, so I'll go bot. And my top laner soloed again. So, I mean, we're starting it. Take the bush just like we did in level 1. Now we can see Hui is naturally giving incredible amount of space. My Jinx kind of goes for a trade here. It doesn't really make sense to fight when you have a free wave, but you can't always control what your teammates do. And we just try to make the best out of it. Jim pops ult. It doesn't look like a favorable trade for us. We're always going to be able to get the wave, but the issue is pretty forced. My Kayn dives the tower. Now, most people would think, wow, my jungle just inted. But you have to understand, their Kayn used flash and barrier. I still have my flash, and it's not like anyone used anything. So we end up both dying for this play. Now it's only bad, your death is only in vain if you do not punish the summoner spell. You gotta think of it like compound interest. You put in $1, you get 2. So right now we put in like $2 because we both died. We'll see. Can we get 4? Now off this base, there's really no action happening bot. We know we have 2 wards. My Jinx is not going to get dove on the wave. I'm going to path between mid and bot to see if there's any opportunity mid. I'm holding tab to look at all the options I have. And right now, I see their mid trading on my mid, and this guy's way too far up. I have a Kayn sandwiching him from top side. I'm coming from bot side. This guy's getting corralled like a little sheep, and boom. Just like that. It's a free kill on the Akali. Now keep in mind, Hui had the same mentality to go hover their mid, but he's going to make a crucial mistake. Him showing on mid wave gives me 100% information that this Jhin can only either be by himself or with an Ivern hover. So the moment I take this blast cone over, if I don't see an Ivern, I know this Jhin's alone. And boom, killed the Jhin. We're going to get the wave, and my Jinx is going to get 2 blights. And already there, we've punished the flash from before, from my Kayn dying under their tower, and from me dying. We are now ahead of them, or at least my AD carry is. Off this next recall, we're going to do the exact same thing that we were doing, that we did like 3 minutes ago. Now, when I combo this guy, I didn't ignite right away, so it makes me a really bad human being in real life. And it looks like I'm dead, but I kind of just flashed for no reason. I mean, I survived, but talking about the importance of how flash can be punished and how you can punish people with flash, it's kind of bad that I just don't accept death there. But we end up getting the kill, and my cane buys a lot of time. So the death actually becomes very, very good. Now, somehow, by the grace of everything, my cane kills mid, and then he finds a fight in bottom dry brush after I recalled. He dies, and there he spawns a vortex. And here in this team fight, I have intent to just peel for my jinx, just front to back, nothing too crazy. It's usually how you want to play Alistar because they're not gonna kill you before you kill them. So Jin has no flash from this previous play, and then it's an easy dive. That's one, and just dive the way. Even if Ivern's here, there's no way he's saving him. Now Jinx gets the kill, but unfortunately I am the sacrificial cow. But we'll always take that. Jungle kill first, AD kill. Always take it. It's worth. I try to fight for my life, but it's just not enough. Sometimes you try your best and yeah, not enough. Now off this next recall, you want to keep playing towards your winning lane. My Jinx wants to get towers, and I see a Jin, and they're not playing to their Jin. So I'm just going to keep killing this guy on repeat. He has no flash. Looks pretty free to me. Here we burn his flash again. So now he's not going to have flash until 20 minutes. They're like emotionally fighting me, but they just don't know who they're dealing with. Like, I got the movement, baby. And we're starting to spawn the vortex ourselves here. A lot of people are coming to this fight. I can easily get out. I'm trying to bait CDs because my Veigar is just head on running at them at Mach 5. So I'm going to try to get space. It's better that I die over anyone else. I know Hui's going to E soon. Go forward, turn on Hui. Boom, kill this guy. Looks like Jin's going to die for this as well. And there we go. So not only did Jin lose his flash, but he did lose his life as well. So he will be punished again. And look at the items. Yeah, Riven just got a Rift Herald and is currently 4-1. So although we're getting a lot done bot, there's still a ticking time bomb top lane because Viper has seemed to have never lost a single game in his life. Off this next recall, I just want to get slight vision to make sure Riven's not coming to destroy us on this mid lane. Dancing with Hui, not much to do. So here the game kind of slows down a bit. I kind of like steal these 3 casters from my AD, but it is what it is. I want to play to my jungle side. I can't keep vision on my top side, so I might as well place it to where it should be protected, which is where my jungle is. But he's recalling, so I can only put residual vision down. Most of this stuff will be cleared anyways. Herald is dropped. I'm inting. I don't know, for some reason I thought I could hold this tower in game, but you know, once you die, you learn right away. Like, no, I guess I couldn't have held that tower. I mean, we could argue like, oh, Jinx should have vaulted and Kane should have been there faster, and Veigar could have like did a kickflip and then been there. No, it's just bad gameplay. If you don't see people on your screen, you should probably not be under tower when there's a herald coming. You know, I'm just watching. Like, you can't do anything. You just gotta watch what's happening. And we see Viper's just doing a Riven montage, and he picks up 850 gold from 1 kill. So game is going to get extremely hard. He's already 2 items. He just picked up that kill. He's going back to the bank and picking up a Rolly. Like, this guy is going to be too strong for this next fight. Don't get the real call off. It's whatever. I'm over it. I'm looking at the bottom. I'm literally over it. So now we got to start thinking about this Drake. So I'm going to put 1 board. Hopefully I catch somebody on the ward top side, but I don't want to drop all 3 boards because I don't want to recall before this Drake. So on this mid wave, I should be fine. As long as I don't go too far onto the jungle, Riven will never catch me out, but he should be playing around for this Drake as well. We see him on one of the wards I put earlier. And now I know he can't be on me. I'll place a ward a little bit deeper into the jungle. Now Riven shows bot, so now I'm going to want to fight anywhere on top side. And Hui walks up, loses his flash. Now it's pretty free. Riven showed one time and we abused it. This is the pinnacle of how to deny a Fed member. When the Fed member is not there, you fight the weak members. It's a pretty simple rule, but a lot of people don't realize it. So here, with this, we have full control of Drake. They have no wards. Their Hui can't enter the river. He's scared for his life, and we just get a free Drake. And there, even though the Riven's way stronger than us, we're able to get the objective right in front of his face. So the next thing we want to do is just make sure we can get our laners farm. Do whatever we can to get them farm. The only objective right now is Baron, but their Baron's not really that fast. Even if they're full hitting, it'll take them maybe 20-30 seconds to do. So we have plenty of time. Now my GP wants to recall, but since we have people on the map, I just tell him to stay, because Riven is bot side, so he should never have to give this wave. Now my GP, instead of sacking the wave, decides to eat it, and now I can pressure Akali from eating this wave. So she instantly has to respect it, and my GP now has push into the Akali. If I were to not hover this at all, my GP would be in base, and then GP would have to collect the wave coming into him under tower. So I'll recall, and I'll do the exact same thing for bot lane. It's also important to note which jungle camps your jungler needs to do, because he also needs to farm before he decides to hover and whatnot. But now we're going to be able to play bot side. He's done farming. I'm fresh off base. We're going to want to escort this next bot wave. Now it's kind of scary because they're all postured towards the Baron. I don't want to escort this wave fully. But I'm going to eventually want to hover to the Riven lane to make sure she can't just freely push and move. Okay, we see the Riven. There's no Baron. We see Jhin on mid. There's just no way they'll pull Baron. Everyone's pinging it. I'm kind of getting scared, asking him to blue. We see Jhin on mid again, so we can commit to the bot play now. And Riven's OP. So we're booking it back to Baron. We see Jhin. Jhin actually overextends, and he goes to clear the pink in front of the Kayn. Now here's the mistake. Hey, when Thanos is on the enemy team, you kill his little minions. Because these guys are literal inters. Because of this, we get 2 kills. So a play that we were supposed to deny the Riven gave us an opportunity to kill their bot lane. It's just too poetic. And it will continue to be the theme for the rest of this game. And we get the 2 kills, we just pull Baron. The Ivern can't walk in without a tank. And Ivern just doesn't respect the vision. He just gives us a free frag in front of getting this Baron. So off this Baron siege, we see 2 people mid, so I just go deep into their jungle and already start building this bridge between mid and bot, because these are the towers that we want to take. Anytime I see Riven in the side lane, I'll want to fight. Since he's mid, just cover the play. Try to respect everything. I'm egoing. I'm dodging everything, and I get hit by Ivern Q, and I ruin the game. And there goes our Baron siege. I have ruined the game. It is what it is. Honestly, for Baron sieging purposes, it's not that bad. We funnel a lot of gold into the GP. He's going to get the tier 1 plus the tier 2. And on top of everything, we got the Riven Flash. So that's pretty big. Next fight, for 5 minutes, he's not gonna be able to just one-shot my carry. I'll always be able to mark him. And you can see me just time it, because it's the only thing you can do. When you're gray screen and you messed up, this is the least you can contribute to your team. Off this space, we see Riven bot, so we just full send into the jungle. Get the white flash, that's good. Then Veigar kind of wants a little bit more, and he overextends. And then he loses flash, so it's kind of a net negative play for us. We lost our mid flash for their support flash, but yeah, I can't really say that one was my fault, even though most people think it's a bit of a mind control. Riven was not bot, and my engage was flashed, so yeah, it's fine. We just keep playing. Now we know no one has flashes on the enemy team. It's a +1. Our next fight should be pretty easy. Just mark the Riven. Just headbutt him. Show him what's good. I'm pretty tanky, so I can play quite disrespectfully, but as we see, I can easily be punished. It's not much to do here. It's like a 4v5. I mean, if we get any kills, we get kills, but if not, it's just whatever. Honestly, we should just be focusing on waves, but you know, it's solo queue. You have to fight. No, you don't. So again, off this deploy, we can see that we're doing the exact same thing we were doing earlier for GP on top side, except we're doing it on bot side. So we wanted to make sure you can keep farming. We'll deploy through bot, and after he gets his wave, we'll switch to the other side. All right, so we see Riven bot side. So again, you see the strongest farmer bot side. You just want to take a fight on top. Any fight they want to take, I'll take it happily here. Ideally, we don't fight around mid though, because Riven will connect to mid, but he cannot possibly be at this top jungle. So here goes. Jinx ult, boom. That's 2. And with 2 picks, pretty easy. They're a very strong bot. There's just no way they can contest the Baron. And then what do you know? On the same thing, we're gonna repeat. We're just gonna pick 2 lanes ideally, and then siege and start ending the game. Again, we're looking to punish anyone who's not the Riven. And if we're gonna be punishing the Riven, we better have every dude on the screen, on this guy's screen. And I ping here to go for this fight. It doesn't go that well. It's fine. Riven's about to pull up, about to pentakill our team. Kappa. He dies. We don't really get a siege off, but we get the Hextech Soul, so we take that dub. We take it. Just try to be a little scoundrel. Try to look for some more in the jungle while Riven's dead. Kind of free reign. It's nothing though, so we're gonna recall. And when we recall, you see that notice that GP gets bot wave pushed out, and Riven is forced to answer. When Riven goes to answer, we will ideally want to punish him. But yeah. This is why he's Thanos. He just killed my GP. Oh, guys, Kane got him. Kappa. Yeah, he almost kills my Kane. So we're like 4 dudes chasing behind him, but unfortunately he's playing Earth and we're playing regular champions. So looking to engage on the weaker members to try to start a fight is always ideal for us. I'll Jinx almost pentakills, but it's not enough. So off this GP deploy, we're gonna try to get something while Riven's showing bot, because at this point we can't catch the Riven. He's too fast. So it's better to force a fight and make them contest us. So we're gonna start hitting their towers. Our Arcane starts fighting on top side, which it looks like he's caught out, which he is, but at least they're more committed into us now. Vigor gets caught out. It kind of gets a little stinky here, but you know me, baby. I just gotta play for the team fight. We get the front to back with the Jinx, who we've got to scale with the entire game. He one-shots the Ivern, he 2-shots to the Jhin, take out the Hui. GP dies in the side lane, but Riven can't outpush a Jinx, so he's forced to come back. And there's just no way he can defend this push. I mean, even if he doesn't get his recall stopped here, like, he ain't doing nothing. Like, watch what's about to happen to him. Like, it don't even matter. But boom. Hey. Nice. Just like that, we beat Thanos. And wow, it was my first time doing a commentary video. It actually ain't that easy. Like, you think it's easy, but it's not. Maybe it is, and maybe I'm just dumb. But anyways, let me know. See you next time.